Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. Love this deck. Love it, love it, love it. I think a friend of mine advised me about it, but I'm not sure if this is the deck she was talking about. Sounds like it, though. It's a really awesome deck. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I think these decks work well together. They're very honest, but they try to do the glass half full thing, optimism. They try to use optimism, but still tell you the truth at the same time. So I think they work well together. Of course, you can decide as you're watching. What do we have for Sagittarius? That's it. That's it. Okay. Ooh, I love that card. Love this card. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. The Queen of Wands. She's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I mentioned this in, I think there was a Scorpio reading. When I read tarot, Queen and King are equal. Neither outweighs the other. They're equal. And this is that card that just shows her power. I love how she's sitting. Because she's sitting here around her candles the way she wants to sit. And she has so much power and energy. She doesn't have to sit on a throne to show her power, to show her magnificence. Her presence alone, no matter where she is, shows her magnificence. Just her being there. She doesn't need any symbols or anything around her to show somebody else that she's a force to be reckoned with. Her energy alone shows that. Just her experiencing life. And I love that card because I feel like that's easily showing that. You've got that. That's the energy you're in that energy at this time when this is starting. Like you're just exuding your own brilliance. And you got literally if I have energy, energy's there, you got a lot of it at this moment. When this is starting, you have a lot of this. So when this started, at least. I also have the Knight of Swords, which I love that card. It's another one of my favorite cards in this deck. And the Isis Inspiration. You got a lot coming forward. You got a lot of thoughts going in your mind. Kind of like, all right, I know what I want. I just got to get this one and that one to work with me. We should be good. You're bringing something into existence with people that you care about. Friendship could be business friendships, just to be fair. Could be family members. But when I'm getting friendships, these are people you want to work with. These are people you want to do things with. So when the friendship card comes in with this situation and you have all these ideas and all this inspiration about having these other people work with you, because I feel like that's a lot about what this is going towards. The friendship card is saying people you want to work with, not people you're stuck with or forced to work with. People you really are like, yeah, that'd be a good one for this and that'd be a good one for that. I really would like to work with these ones. And I'm getting like, these people are not, it doesn't mean these people are the easiest to deal with, but you see like their benefits. Almost like maybe you have like a stronger energy, like one of the leader energies, and you're like, they can be very difficult, but for the situation I'm going into, I need somebody very strong who goes right into these things and fixes them, right into these things and addresses them, right into these things and doesn't let people intimidate them. That's what I need for this, so I want that energy here. So even though it says friendship, it's like you want this energy. It's kind of like, I'm thinking of like two different signs. One of them might be difficult for you, but they're like leader energy signs. They may not be easy to deal with one-on-one, but when it comes to the way they act and the way they work, it's kind of like they'll handle that and that will work out. They'll see the importance of it and they'll make it work out. Maybe they're not the easiest for you to deal with face-to-face all the time, but when it comes to getting a task done, you're like, oh, they'll get that done. They'll have no problem getting that done. They don't take no for an answer. They will get it done. So when I'm getting the friendship, I feel like I need to explain it that way. Kind of like, not friendship like we should hang out and do things all the time. Friendship like you trust and believe in them and like they can definitely handle that energy. They can definitely do what needs to be done. Strength is right between you because I feel like this is something where it's kind of like, all right, I'm pulling in a lot of strength here. I'm pulling in a person or two that are very strong and can be a lot to handle, but this is what we need for the success here. This is the type of person we need. If I want this to succeed, that's the type of people I need, and I know I can trust them to do and see this the way it needs to be seen and take care of this the way it needs to be taken care of. I know I can trust them. And you definitely can. The queens in this deck, I swear, they're so beautiful. This one I love too. Queen of Pentacles, like, really, seriously, look how beautiful she is. Seriously. I mean, this is the energy you're dealing with. Somebody very strong, very confident, and very sure of what they're doing. This may be an energy very contrary to your own, very good energy. They have their way of doing things, and I feel like you know that. You're like, yeah, I know. They're going to do things the way they're going to do things. That's how they get success. That's how things work out. We got to let them do what they need to do, but they will get that success here. And they have a lot of grace. They have a lot of patience. You may do it one way, but you're like, I can't have them do it my way and get success. I need that success, and if I want that success, I got to step back, let them handle it on their terms, but we will get what we need out of that. They have grace there. It takes a little bit of time. I feel like you got to hold back while this person's doing what they need to do. They have their way. The Four of Pentacles is very good for you, especially with the creativity, because I feel like you're seeing things you'd like to have happen a little faster. You'd kind of like to step in and do something yourself. But you know, I asked this person to help me for a reason. I know they have their own way. I know I have to step back. The Four of Pentacles is telling me you're very successful, realizing I need to step back, I need to step out, I need to step away and let them handle. And when they're done, and when they give me what I need, when they're like, hey, I achieved this goal, here's the goal, that will be my turn. My creativity is here, your creativity is here, but it's kind of on stasis. The Four of Pentacles is like, your creativity is working, but it's not time to use it. It's not time to put it into like motion. Keep it in your brain, make plans for yourself, decide what you need to do, but until this goal is handed over to you, until the goal is achieved and handed over to you, you got to hold to the side and wait. I feel like you know this. This is not, I don't think this is new information when that comes forward. And I feel like the confidence comes through, like, this is a very positive connection between you and this person. You're honoring them and staying away and leaving them alone, letting them do what they need to do. And then when it's your turn, they hand it over to you and they step back as well. Because I feel like they do like you, but they also realize you do things your own way. And the way you do things, they don't really like it. They do like you, but they don't like the way you do things, which is okay. I don't think you should. I hope you don't take offense to that. I don't think you would, because they move in a totally different way. I think you get that. But that's why they step back. They're like, okay, you're going to do your thing, and I don't want to be a part of it. Not in a negative way, just because they're like, I just, no, that's not for me. That's kind of why they pull back. Like, I did my part, here you go do your part. I feel like it's a very positive exchange. They work differently than you. You know this. I think you're completely okay with it. Kind of like, yeah, that's cool. I feel like your energy is kind of like, yeah, I get it. It's cool. Justice comes out. Especially because you were very respectful to them. You left them alone when they were doing their part. They're going to leave you alone while you're doing your part. Justice is here. Very good. Very, very good. For some people, that's what it takes for them to work through things successfully. One side does their part, the other side leaves them alone. They hand it over to that side because they work so differently. The Queen of Pentacles is a great energy. I love it. It's earth, though. Earth and fire, very different modes of getting things done. You gotta let each side do it their own way. It's good. Now, this energy is still very good. After this is all said and done, like, I don't know exactly what we're doing here at the end, but let's find out. I don't think it's bad, because there's a lot of positive cards, but there's one card I'm like, what are we saying with that? Guess we're going to have to find out slowly. You've got the Star card on your side with I feel fertility, but it's not here. This is wisdom. You would like to do more with this person, but I feel that you're very much the wisdom. I feel like you're immediately understanding, like, this is somebody I want to keep in my resource column, But at the same time, it's like I realize I can't call on them all the time. Only when it's really important. I shouldn't, like, I feel like you're not going to work with this person all the time. Because that star card is kind of like, this is definitely somebody I like, somebody I can depend on, but this is not somebody I should constantly work with. Every now and then works better, and only when it's the most, like, when I have something really important that has to work out correctly, that's when I need this person. And I also have to remember, I hand it over to them, I step back and leave them alone. When they're completed, when they're done with it, they hand it back to me. They're going to step away from me, and I'm going to complete my side. It's almost like a term of like how this is going to work, or like rules of engagement, if you will. If I need somebody to be there with me every step of the way and to run that ball down the field, like pass it back and forth and run down the field, this is not the person for that. This is the person where one of us is the goalie, the other one is a forerunner, you know, the what do you call that position? The offense. One stays back and guards the goal. The other one goes forward and tries to make a goal. We don't work directly with each other very often. Usually one person, you know, when the ball is near them, they do what they need to do. When the other, you know, we each have our own separate things. So it's not like somebody you like work with, like you wouldn't like create the same thing at the same time. You wouldn't work together that way. It's kind of like you do your side, they do their side. And only situations where you can actually do that is where you're going to fit this person in. This person has the World card with prosperity with you. They understand that. They agree with this. As long as this balance can be done, they are very much on your side. They do their part. They hand it to you. You do your part. It's kind of like you're separate, but you're working in the same goal. I don't know how else to say this. Because I think you understand. I think you get it. You can complete your piece separately and just hand it to the other person. That's when you want to work with this person. If you got to work together and like brainstorm at the same time together, this is not that person. This is not the one you want. But they're going to be looking to do things with you in the future too, and they might call on you as well. They do see a lot of value in you. But again, it's how you need to work things out. You both seem to have that respect to understand how to work with each other. Both of you very good people. And both of you seem to have that respect to recognize that in each other. Kind of like, I do respect the Sagittarius. I do respect this other person helping me, this Queen of Pentacles. I just realized that we can't work too closely or we're going to drive each other bonkers. We can help each other. We can work in the same goal, but we got to have a distance. Very good people. Certain ways of doing things. The last two cards are Knowledge and the Six of Swords, which is not bad. I just feel like it's kind of one of those things where both sides are going to wish they could work together more often, but it's not going to happen very often. I don't think the Six of Swords isn't usually permanent, in my opinion. It's a minor arcana. It's kind of like the ebb and flow. It's like a break, and then you come back, and then you take a break from a situation, and you come back. It's kind of how that feels for me with the Six of Swords, because it's a minor arcana. There's going to be long breaks in between, but the knowledge is like knowing when it's right to work together and when it's not right. And I feel like this is a great thing. I feel like this is one of those things that shows the maturity level of you and the person you're working with. It's very simpatico, if that's the correct word, hopefully. You both have that respect and understanding. There's a way for you to work together successfully. There's also a way for you guys to work together and drive each other mad. You understand the difference. And when the appropriate time comes forward, you'll use it as you need to. I feel like they're saying, okay, that's it. All right, we're going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.